Hello, and welcome to my tutorial. Today I will show you how to use the Faker gem in Rails 5. As a beginner in Rails, I wanted to make a quick tutorial to help other beginners figure out how to get started with the Faker gem, which is a gem that helps you generate fake data for your project so that you don't have to manually enter it by hand. Since I'm still a beginner myself, please bear with me. Okay, let's get started. So, here's the final product. It is a simple business card project in which we have fake data for our name, our address, and phone number. Um, this is just the what the final product looks like. This is what our page actually looks like right now. It has no data in it. And if we go over to our model and our migration, we can see that I created a business cards table or a business card model, and it contains 3 columns: name, address, and phone number or phone. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go to rubygem.org and type in faker. I'm going to search, and we are going to copy this gem file and go into our directory gem file, and we will add it to the end, save. Then we're going to run bundle install in our command line. And since I had already installed it, see that bundle is complete. Okay, that's our first step. The next step that we want to do is we want to read the documentation. So let's go to the home page, which is github.com/stumpy-faker. So Faker is a library that generates fake data. We installed it, and here's the documentation on usage. And it says that you pretty much do this. Here's an example of how to get a fake name. Faker name.name. So if you see, we have all these options. So for example, our database contains name, address, and phone number. So the first thing we want is a fake name. So according to the documentation, to get a fake full name, you type faker : name.name. Or just to get the first name, you do the same thing, faker : name.first name. Okay, great. But as a beginner, where do you put this data? And that was kind of the question that I had. So actually what you do is you go into your file, you go into db seeds.rb. So ignore this part on the bottom because that's the final answer. What it says here is it gives us some examples of what to put in seeds. It says movies equals movie.create. So let's start out by creating. So right now this is our actual file. There's no name, no address, no phone number. Let's try to create just one. So we need to. So our model. You go into app.model. The name of our model is business card. So what we want to do first is say business card.create. Okay. And then what do we want to create? We want to create a name. We'll go with Steve. Okay. So let me comment this out. And we're going to save. So all we did all we did was type in business card dot create name Steve. Now let's so if you've never worked with a seed file before, which I honestly never had before today, is you need to, once you save it, you need to go into your command line and you need to type rake db seed. Okay, great. Now let's go to our file and refresh. And you see here we have a new object named Steve, no address, no phone number. Great. So now let's give it an address. I'm gonna cheat here, and then so Steve. I'm gonna do this. Name. Okay. Saw that there. So name is Steve. So comma. Now we're gonna do address. By the way, in Rails 5, this name is Steve. You might have seen this in older versions of Rails. Is the same thing as name is Steve. I believe that's correct. That's just a different way to write it. So in case you're following a different tutorial and wondering the difference. So name is Steve. Address is going to be, let's do address 100 Main Street. Okay, save. So let's do that again. Rake db seed. Okay, so now we have, and it created again, Steve 100 Main Street. So I'm not showing you how to use Faker yet, I'm simply showing you how to use seed. So we'll complete it with a phone number. So as you can imagine, when we rake, we're going to get Steve lives at 100 Main Street and his phone number. So now we've created a seed file. Next we want to use, so this is actually where the Faker comes in. When we read the Faker documentation, it doesn't tell us where to put it, but it simply tells you, hey, you want a name, type in Faker : name.name. So let's take that and let's put it here in place of Steve. And let's see what happens. Okay, now we have Lilia. Lilia lives here with me. So as you can see, that worked. So we're going to find an address as well. So we're going to go up to address and take street address. As well as a phone number. The phone number for these are, for fakers, not too good. As you can see that, don't be fooled by the output example. A phone number could end up in any of these formats, and I don't know if you can control it or not. It doesn't seem like it, so that's kind of disappointing. Okay, so now we are going to run it again. Okay, now we have Arnoldo Quigley, okay. And as you can see, that Faker generated a fake address and phone number, different from the hard-coded information from above. And the last thing we want to do is we want to generate many of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to do, as you can see down there, we're going to do 5 dot times do and then we're going to just tab these over and then we'll end it. That should work. Yeah. 5 times to end, and Rails should be doing that 5 times. So okay, let's see. Great. So now it generated 5 more because we did the 5 dot times, and so now the last thing I want to do is show you how to reset your database. As you can see that this is a mess, we kind of want to get rid of the initial testing, all the Steves. So we're going to go here, we're going to do rake db drop first, which deletes the database. As you can see, it dropped both of these. I deleted it, and I'm going to recreate it. Rake db colon create. And then, so it created it again, brand new, rake db migrate. Gonna migrate it. And then finally we're gonna do rake db seed, like we did it originally. Okay. Okay. So we're going to refresh this page and see what we get. Okay, great. So you can see that we delete our database and we start with a brand new database, and we put in 5 fake name, address, and phone number. And yeah, so that is a quick tutorial on how to get started with Faker for beginners. I hope you enjoyed.